And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of New Earth TV Live, where today we're mostly going to be focusing on distance healing and Q&A. Okay, so I see that there's already a few requests for distance healing, so we'll be getting to that very, very shortly. Let's go ahead and take these off. And again, thank you everybody for being here. I'm looking forward to today's episode. Why don't we just go ahead now and just take a moment. All right, let's go ahead and begin with some announcements. Beautiful, sacred geometrical clothing, apparel, and accessories imbued with spirit source energy to heal, rejuvenate, detoxify, and strengthen the body. Shop now at healingcodeshop.com.
The latest revelation in alternative healing has arrived. The Healing Code Cards, a spiritual technology unlike anything else. Through the power of sacred geometry imbued with pure source energy, physical ailments can become eliminated and detoxified from your body. 36 cards specifically designed to work on the major areas of the body, encouraging natural recovery and increased vitality. Working with the cards are easy, and their healing results are profound. Download our collection of free sample cards so you can experience results for yourself. And don't forget to view our customer testimonials. Our printed Healing Code card deck is available now with shipping available worldwide. Visit our website at healingcodecards.com.
And of course, tomorrow I have the big interview with Jared Rand. Okay, I'm talking to him about the Celestial Chamber, okay, basically the med beds. And he's also going to be talking more about off-world technology. And of course, we're going to have live Q&A as well, too. So the Zoom room is pretty much all booked up, right? So we have pretty much almost 300 people, and it's a 100-person capacity. So I'd like you guys to tune into this on YouTube if you haven't already signed up through the Zoom, okay? So you just go onto my YouTube channel at 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to tune into the live stream where I'll be talking to Jared Rand. I'll be taking questions both through Zoom and through YouTube, okay? So once we get into the Q&A portion of the interview, then I'll be bringing forward questions from the audience, both through Zoom and through YouTube as well, too. So I'm looking forward to this interview with Jared. I got to talk to him before the interview. Very wonderful guy. So I'm looking forward to him sharing a lot of his knowledge with all of us tomorrow on New Earth Interviews. So feel free to join me. Again, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And like I said, if you're not already signed up for Zoom, just come on to YouTube live stream here. You'll see the live stream. And again, you can participate in the chat, and I'll be taking questions back and forth between Zoom and YouTube. Okay? Private sessions, again, are available for February. So private one-to-one sessions, EQ method, spirit insight sessions, 3-question private email session. Now, again, there's quite a few people that come to me and said, Brad, I have issues with attachments. I have like entity attachments. There's some more difficult, complicated things as well too, relating to entity attachments or being hijacked, targeted individuals in that way. If that's what you guys are going through, then I'm going to recommend you to my fiance, okay, to Kelly. Okay, so this is where you guys can drop me an email. Okay, you go to newearthteachings.com. You can drop me an email there because again, I am booked till February, and Kelly is she's exceptional with helping people remove implants, with leaving her body at will and being able to look more deeper into these situations, okay? So again, she's getting quite a lot of clients, but I can still send you guys to her. So again, if you do want to talk to Kelly, just drop me an email, again, through the contact page of newearthteachings.com, or you can email me, info@newearthteachings.org, okay? Not .com, but .org, okay? info@newearthteachings.org. And just let me know, Brad, I'd like to talk to Kelly. Can you arrange it? No problem. I'll send you her contact details. Okay. She doesn't have a website right now. She's working on one because she is getting quite a lot of requests. Okay. So I basically just send you guys either her social media links or her email, but preferably she'd like to be contacted by social media. Okay. But you guys have to contact me first so you can contact her. Okay. So just a friendly reminder there. And of course, the Telegram group, Brad Johnson New Earth Insights. This is where I'm putting my posts frequently regarding insight reports. I haven't done insight reports recently. I'm going to be doing some more in the next couple of days. I'm doing, again, some inner guidance work as well, too, because, as I said, that's much more important than insight reports. So I'm sharing those as well, too. So again, you can go into the video description, and you'll see the link there for Brad Johnson New Earth Insights. Okay, you can also just go onto Telegram and just type in Brad Johnson New Earth Insights, and you'll see the group there. And you can go ahead and join. And of course, I have a second group as well, too. The second group is the community group chat. Okay, that's referred to as the New Earth Teachings group. Okay, that is also in the video description. And that's where some people say, oh, Brad, I'd like to post, and talk to you and all that. Then that's the group you go to, okay? The New Earth Insights group is just my posts. Nobody else can comment there. But if you go to New Earth Teachings group, that's where you can comment. That's where you can interact with the community, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead now and get started with today. So I see that I already got a couple of contribution requests. So, of course, contributors always go first. And then we'll be going to some other healing requests. So the healing we're going to do today, the distance healing we're going to do today, is the modified black ball, white ball. Okay, we're going to be working with cord removal on Sunday. Okay, so that again is another announcement. I mentioned this yesterday in New Earth Practices. Okay, that's Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. I will be on live here with the cord removal healing day number 1. And so I'm going to do it consecutively each day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc., until the 10 days are up, okay? So you have 10 days worth of the cord removal healing, doing it day by day so that it is completely cemented within yourself. This, again, is helping you to release so many conflicts within yourself, even entity attachments, okay? Entity attachments, implants, physical, emotional, mental problems, okay? So, again, I'll be explaining it a lot more as we get into Sunday, okay? Teaching you guys the whole shebang, so to speak, of how the cord removal healing works. Okay, so feel free to join me. If you cannot join me, first of all, don't panic. Okay, just like my live streams here, everything's recorded. Okay, everything's kept on my channel, because I get people like that. Oh, Brad, what if I can't make it? What if I can't make it? Well, if you can't make it to New Earth TV Live, it's okay. You can see the recording on my YouTube channel. Okay, if you can't make it live, don't give yourself a heart attack, because I get that quite a bit. What if I can't make it? Oh my God, I want to make it. I don't know if I can make it. And people were ready to have a nervous breakdown in front of me. Okay, relax, breathe. Okay, it's all right. These are recorded. Okay, so you go to the recording and you check it out there. If you have the means, you can join me at 10:30 a.m. or again, the recording is there. Okay. So don't give yourselves an aneurysm. Don't put yourselves in a cardiac arrest because you're not here with me live, okay? The recordings are still there, and you can still check out the great information that will be contained within them, all right? Okay, so let's move into some modified black ball, white ball healing, okay? So what I mean by the black ball is that we don't really focus too much on the black ball in this version. We're basically breathing out a lot of the debris, and then we're bringing in the white ball, and then we're putting the white ball into ourselves, and then we're clearing that area that needs to be cleared, okay? Okay, so this one is from Alma. It's a donation. Thank you very much. Hi, Brad. Please help my dad one more time. He is on high-flow oxygen today. I have been doing this healing every day, and he is still at the hospital. So here's just something I want to share with you guys, okay? If you guys have done, Alma, I'll work with you today, okay? But if you guys have already done healing with me, I probably won't do a second one with you, not for a while, okay? If you're doing a healing with me, I would suggest that afterwards you give it a month, okay? I know you have other people that want to have healing as well too, but I want to give other people a chance at the same time, okay? I appreciate that you guys are offering me donations, okay? But if I've already worked with you, give yourself a month off, okay? Then you come back in 1 month and you can ask again, because I want to give other people a shot here. More people an opportunity in regards to their healing, okay? A lot of people need healing, and I want to be able to give them a chance. Okay, so Alma, that's just for today. I'll be happy to work with your dad today. Please keep that in mind. That's for everybody. Okay, if you've already had healing with me, you give it a month now. You take a month off, and then you come back, because I want to give new people a chance. Okay? Okay, so Alma, healing your dad one more day. He has high flow oxygen today. I've been doing this healing every day, and he is still at the hospital. Okay, that's okay. If he's still at the hospital, it's exactly where he needs to be right now. Okay? You guys have to remember this very important fact. See your loved one in their perfection. Okay? Do not see them impaired. Because what's going to happen? You're going to have all this sympathy for them. Oh my God, my loved one is so disabled, and they're impaired, and they're weak, and blah, blah, blah. And what are you doing? You're taking all of your emotional energy and you're throwing that right on them. Okay? You are doing them a disservice by seeing them in their impairment, because you're only seeing them in their physical body. So, we want to make sure we're seeing the perfection. Do you guys remember what I was talking about with the probable body and being reciprocal? Well, Amma, that's what you need to do with your father. That's what you need. That's what all of you guys need to do with people that are precious in your life. Don't see them as weak. Don't see them as impaired. Don't feel sorry for them. See them in their perfection. See them in their light. See them in their greatness. And treat them as such. That is the great healing that you can do. We want to see people as we want to see them truly, in their perfection, in their harmony, in their greatness. Because as you start to see people like that, it's going to reciprocate through you. So now you're seeing yourself in your perfection, in your greatness, in your harmony, right? That's the great healing. Do not see your loved ones impaired, regardless of what they're going through. See them in their perfection, right? Their perfection from the inside. Their inner being is always perfect. Yes, the outer being is flawed, but we don't focus on that. We focus on who they truly are inside, and that is the greatness and the perfection, okay? So that is a message for all of you. Pass that around, please. You guys are my messengers. Share that with others. If you see somebody, oh my God, my son's so impaired, and so you just say, please don't see him as that. See him as perfect. See him as greatness. See him in harmony. Because that's how you're going to assist in his healing process. Because if a loved one so close to him is seeing him in his perfection, it's going to cause a reciprocation where he's going to start seeing himself in that way. Okay? That's the greatest healing assistance you can ever offer anybody. Does that make sense, guys? Are we clear about that? Okay? Let's do that. I cannot do this by myself. I need you guys too. Right? So let's please remember that. Okay, so Alma, we'll start off with your father here. So as I'm not talking to your father right now, in a way I am. I'm just going to be talking to your father's higher self. Okay? So just give me a moment now. I call upon Alma's father's higher self to join me here now. Okay, I'm feeling him there. I'm now tethering directly to his heart. Okay, all right. And so now to Alma's father's higher self. Take a deep breath in. Breathing it out. Deep breath in. Breathing out the debris. Inhale. Breathing out the debris. Inhale. Breathing out the debris. One more time. Inhale. Breathing out the debris. Okay, and to Alma's higher self, to Alma's father's higher self, seeing the white ball held in between the palm of your hands now, and now just seeing yourself completely in the opposite of your situation, seeing yourself in radiant health, in radiant wellness, that you're actually able to get up from your bed, you're able to get up and walk, you're able to be inside your house, you're able to go into your bathroom mirror, and you're seeing yourself completely restored. You're seeing yourself completely rejuvenated. You're seeing yourself completely rejuvenated and replenished and brought into a state of harmony. How would you feel? Just feel his higher self just smiling away. Good, let's put all that in the white ball now. All right, putting that all in the white ball, right? Just seeing that little diamond coming out of the brow chakra. putting that into the white ball. And now we're just expanding the white ball. All right? We're seeing all of that love energy. We're feeling that brilliance. We're feeling that happiness. We're being touched by the Spirit. Our hands are expanding further and further. There's brilliance, there's love, there's happiness, there's joy, there's wonderfulness. Making that ball about 10 times its original size. Shrinking it down, the size of a tennis ball. Putting it inside the heart. Watching it melt inside the heart, and immediately feeling all of that magnetic love energy going into the areas of the body that require it. So again, you're feeling all of that love energy just melting into your chest like liquid, and that liquid is just immediately gravitating to all the areas of the body that it needs to go to. Do not try to control it. Let it do itself. Love itself is its own intelligence. Okay, and just feeling 100% of that love energy melting into your chest. Feeling the magnetism of the love energy going where it needs to. And feel yourself just being replenished and restored here and now. Apply. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, so Alma, I want you to do exactly what I did here with your father, okay? So you're working with his higher self. You do not have to see the higher self. You just feel that the higher self of your father is with you, okay? And you're doing this step by step exactly as I've done, okay? So you're feeling all that love energy coming into your chest, melting inside your chest, feeling all that love energy through him flowing into the areas of the body that require it, and just say, Spirit, let it be done. Let him receive all of this beautiful love energy. It is so. Okay? And that's it. That's all you have to do. His healing progress is up to him. His spirit has to receive everything pertaining to this. He has to feel it in his soul. A lot of us have veils, guys, okay? We have these veils, and people come to me and say, Brad, I'm doing all this healing with my parent or with my loved one. Why isn't he getting better? It's not that he isn't getting better or she isn't getting better. It's that they are purging in certain ways that you do not realize that they're actually healing, okay? That healing energy is always coming through. But again, some people just want them to kind of throw off the covers and just leap out of bed like they're 16 years old. Doesn't work that way, guys, okay? They're going through different purging. Their body is going through metamorphosis. So if they're welcoming in this love energy, okay, their body is going through changes. They may start to break down. They may start to cry. They may start to weep quite a bit, okay? That's great. It's exactly what we want, okay? They may start to feel like they break into a fever. Fantastic. That's great. It's exactly what we want. Brad, we want them to be in a fever? Yes, because their body is responding. It's responding to the debris inside them, and now it's doing the work, and it's heating itself up so that it can do its work. Okay? Those are benefits. If there's any reaction period, that's great. That's the healing work going to work. Okay? You guys have to set aside your expectations of what you expect them to be like when they get this. Okay? So Alma, for example, your father might break into a fever. Fantastic. That's great. Because that's the body now getting into the preparation mode to dispel the debris that's causing the problems. That's the blood circulation now starting to increase, going into the areas to where the problems are and flushing them out. That's wonderful. Okay? So do not set expectations of how you think this should go, because it's not going to go the way that you think. Okay? Just as long as there's a reaction, that's what matters. All right? Thank you, Alma. And Dominica, thank you for your contribution as well, too. I appreciate that. Okay, let me go up to the top of the chat here. To Carolyn. Carolyn has a request here. Carolyn says, I know I'm early. Carolyn, it's great that you're early. You're an early bird. Congratulations. I know I'm early, but my daughter, Tanisha, is addicted to cigarettes, alcohol, marijuana, sex, sugar, and her boyfriend. Please help her break the addiction cord. Thank you so much. Well, I'm not here to break people's addiction cords, guys, okay? I'm here just to give them loving support so that they have to see their own ways. Guys, here's something else you have to understand. I cannot heal you, okay? I am simply giving all the loving energy of spirit, so that spirit is being felt within you, so that you have all the energy you need now to heal yourselves. Okay? Remember, as I've said in the past, 99.999% of the healing is done by you. Okay? I don't heal anybody, guys. I've never healed anybody in my entire life. Ever. Never, never, never. Okay? It is not I, but the Father that worketh through me. I am spirit. Okay? So spirit comes into you, and spirit is giving you all this loving energy. Spirit is letting you know who you really are from inside. And once you know who you are inside, you will completely eliminate all addictions. You will know that you are here in your heart. Okay? She's going through the idea of cigarettes and alcohol and marijuana and sex and sugar because she's feeling empty. She's feeling devoided. She's unwilling to look inside herself, and she's trying to compensate for the emotional pain and trauma that she has experienced through her life. That's why people turn to drugs. That's why people turn to alcohol. They're traumatized, guys. It's trauma. And they try to eliminate that trauma by burying it with external substances, with drugs, with alcohol, with sugar, with marijuana, with alcohol, with all of that, with sex. Absolutely. These are all externals because they don't know how to go into the heart and they don't know how to heal themselves. That's why so many of you are coming to me. Okay? You're coming to me because you see when you look at me, Brad's done this work. Brad's been able to do this. So he's my teacher, and I'm going to come to him, and I want him to make me better. I can't make you better. I can help you to help yourself make you better. Okay? That's the key. Right? You guys may see me as a teacher, and you're right about that. I am a teacher. Okay? But nonetheless, this is the idea. Okay? You come to me because you see this. You see that I've done it. Okay? Because I have done it. I've had addictions in the past myself too. And I had those addictions because I was not able to go into the heart and see who I really was. When I started living on the inside, a lot of those addictions fell away, right? I used to be a super major pop addict like Coca-Cola, right? I used to drink that like crazy. I used to drink coffee like crazy, right? Those were my addictions. Okay, I used to be a sex addict myself as well too. Those were all addictions. And I cleared all that away because I knew what was in here. I lived through here and I cleared all that out. Okay? So if I can do it, you guys can do it too, but you have to see yourselves as your own savior. Okay? So now that I've said that, let's work together with your daughter Tanisha, Carolyn. Okay? So, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, 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 deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, Carolyn, by the way, I'm already connected to your daughter Tanisha's higher self, okay? Okay, so Tanisha's higher self, now that we've done all that deep breathing, clearing out all of that debris, let's hold the ball. Okay, white ball. Now let's again look into the opposite. Let's imagine, Tanisha, that you're waking up from your bed one morning and you're going into the bathroom mirror and you're looking into yourself and all of a sudden your craving for all addictions end. Because you take a moment to feel your heart, you take a moment to feel your soul, and you realize that everything that is inside you is perfection. That everything inside you is harmony. And that you see yourself, and that you feel a love that you cannot tangibly explain. It's this love, it's this outpouring of kindness, it's this pure sense of mercy and joy and happiness and bliss, but it does not come from any person. It is happening from within yourself. And you're just completely entranced by that love. And that love is so strong and it's melting away your desires for all of these addictions. Melting it away completely. You feel all that love. This love is like nothing you've ever felt before. It's God love. And now you may feel tears coming down your eyes. Now you may feel like you are just weeping heavily. Wonderful. That's what you have to do. So embrace that feeling of love. Let's take that diamond out of the brow chakra. Let's put it into the white ball. And let's expand that love. Let's expand that compassion. Let's expand that pure happiness that does not come from a person, but comes from within your own spirit. Expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding, and getting brighter and brighter, larger and larger, and more blessed. Making that white ball about 10 times its size, shrinking it down to the size of a tennis ball. Okay? And Tanisha, now just putting that love energy, that ball, directly into your chest, feeling it melt directly into the chest, and feeling that love energy just flowing into your heart, flowing into the areas of the body that need it, to quench all of this addiction, to quench all of this suffering that you are going through and trying to compensate by going to external influences. That's why people are addicted, ladies and gentlemen. They are hurting inside and they don't know how to heal it, so they will go to the outside to try and bury it. This is where you guys, the loved ones, need to come in and start doing something like this. Because once you know how to do this, you're coming to me. I assume you guys already know how to go inside your heart. If you don't, then the healing should really come to you first, Carolyn. Okay? That's very important. You guys have to know to go inside your own heart first. So do not concern about other loved ones. You have to come first. Okay? So Carolyn, to Alma, everybody else here, it's very nice that you want to give this to your loved ones, but if you're not there, you need it first. Okay? Then your loved ones second. Start with you first. Opening up your heart, because now you'll know how to help others. Okay? Very important. Okay? So Tanisha, now that we have done that, feeling all that love energy flowing inside yourself, feeling all of that love energy exactly in the spaces of the body that needs to be, to quench those feelings of addiction, to encourage yourself to go within, to heal the heart. Feeling yourself replenished, rejuvenated, and brought back into pure harmony. Apply. Okay. So Carolyn, what I told you today, I'd like you to tell your daughter, okay? You're telling her, you're going through these addictions because you're not willing to feel your heart out. You have to learn to go inside. Let me show you how this is done. And you go to this video and you learn what exactly I taught you here, and you can teach her, okay? If the physical self of her is not willing to do it, then you connect to her etheric self, okay? Her higher self, okay? It's your etheric body connecting to her etheric body. Alma, it is your etheric body connecting to your father's etheric body, okay? If they are not willing to say, no, Mom, no, I don't want to do this at all, then don't worry about it. Physical body is not necessary. You connect to the etheric, okay? You connect to the energy body, okay? Because that is the totality body. And guess what, guys? The etheric body will never turn you down. The etheric body will let you in every single time. And you tether your heart to the heart of the etheric body, to the higher self, okay? And now you do the work just like I'm teaching you guys how to do here, all right? So, Carolyn, please keep that in mind. Alma, please keep that in mind too. Okay. All right, Jane, you're next. Hello, Brad. My cousin Derek has a serious heart condition and has a mini defibrillator device implanted. He seems to have given up and is on the point of a mental breakdown. Can I ask for energy healing, please? Of course. That's why I'm here. Okay. So, Jane, yes, like I said, if you want to join in the background, right, for those of you who are working on your loved ones, go ahead, okay? But Jane, I also want to make sure that you're good as well, too. Okay, I want to make sure that your heart is in the right place. I want to make sure that you're doing the inner work as well, too. Because as you're doing the inner work, you can do just what I do. Okay? Not that I'm saying this to boast, guys. I know that when I'm coming into a state of realization, I may be levels ahead of many of you. Okay? And the only reason that is because I've taken this to heart for the past 13 years, doing this every single day. Okay? So I'm not saying that to boast, right? Because there's people that have higher realization than I do. But as you start to practice this every single day, your heart expands and spirit flows through. This is what I was teaching you guys yesterday with New Earth Practices, about working with the rhythmic breathing and accumulating prana into yourself. Okay? You're bringing in God. And now as your heart is open, because you're doing something like the BCR technique, okay? And now you're starting to clean yourself out. You're clearing out all the cobwebs, and you're bringing in all of that pure pranic energy. You're strengthening yourself. And now you will know how to connect with the etheric body. And now you will know how to help these people without even having to interact with their physical body. Okay? It's just etheric body to etheric body. And once you're sending the etheric body manages all of that and brings it into the physical, based upon, again, the karmic influences of what that person is going through. But nonetheless, you're sending it to the etheric body. Okay? All right, so Jane, yes, let's go ahead and work with your cousin Derek. All right, so I call Derek's higher self with me now. Putting my heart cord together with his. Okay, yes, I see. Yes, let's work together now. All right. Apply. To Derek's higher self, you are well now. You will radiate this love energy. The heart will know what to do. The energy given to you has already been ingrained into the areas that are required. Let that love energy comfort you. And let this soothe the emotions, for the emotions are what's creating the uproar. Let this be an opportunity for the emotions to be soothed, for the emotions to be brought into calmness, and for the entity themselves to be at peace, so that the energy that has been given within them can do the work as it is meant to do. Blessings and be well. Okay. Thank you, Jane, and blessings to you and Derek. All right, thank you. Okay. Tiffany says, good day, Brad. I'd like to cut cords with my daughter's father. He's very low vibration and projects on me constantly. So Tiffany, please tune in to Sunday, okay? We're not doing cord cutting today, okay? We're not doing the cord removal healing. Please tune in on Sunday, okay? And you'll know exactly how to do this, okay? We have to make sure that we're doing this also for the right reasons, guys, okay? When you're looking at a situation like this that you want to cut the cords with him, you're being a bully. Okay? That is the wrong outlook on this. You do not go up into the aggressor and you start cutting his cords. That's being incredibly selfish. Don't do that. Okay? You need to work with your own cords, because you are the one that is putting energy out towards this person. That person is just a variable. That person is just a catalyst, right? This is why so many people don't know how to cut cords properly. They don't even know what the cords are. Everything happens through you. You are the epicenter here in the heart. And as you're in the epicenter of the heart, you are aware of all strings, of all cords that connects you to everything, to connect you to all life. Okay? But you going up into another person and trying to cut their cords, that becomes a selfishness. That's ego-driven. Okay? And I know you want to do that because you're hurt, because you're upset. But that's wrong. Don't do that. Okay? Work with your own cords. So the same thing in regards to the nature of your daughter. You can teach her this method and she can do it. And it can help you guys in that sense to work together with others so that you're helping them through their cords as well too. Okay? But please do not go up to the aggressor and saying, oh, their father is so aggressive and he's horrible and all that stuff and I just want to cut his cords away. No, that's wrong thinking. And that's going to rebound on you and it's not going to make you happy. It's going to put you into misery. Don't do that. Okay? I'm being direct with this because this is what can hurt you guys. You are putting yourselves in unnecessary states of misery because you do not know what you are asking. And you don't know what you're doing. Come to somebody who knows what they're doing. Rather than assuming I got to go to this person who's aggressive in my life and I got to take a cleaver and I got to chop their cords up. Unbelievably selfish. Okay? Maybe you're not aware of that. But now you're aware of it. Don't ever do that. Okay? Really, really bad. You work with your own cords. Okay? And then when you work with someone else who's in cooperation, you can help them facilitate their cords. But you never, ever, ever, ever cut the cords of an aggressor. Never do that. Okay? You will get insane amounts of rebound. Okay? You do not want rebounds. You will go into misery and you will go into deep suffering. Okay? Please don't do that. Okay? That's a message not only for Tiffany, but that's for all you guys. Right? This is why, again, I'm teaching you guys how to do cord removal properly. Because a lot of you guys do it wrong. No offense, but you do it wrong. Okay? A lot of people just say, I'll call on Archangel Michael and Archangel Michael will cut the cord. No, 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 no. Don't do that, because that is wrong. Okay? I'm going to show you the proper way of doing it on Sunday. Okay? You don't just call in an angel to cut your cord. That's wrong. You don't go into an aggressor and cut their cords. That's wrong. Okay? I will teach you the right way, so please tune in on Sunday. Okay? Okay, along the way asks, hi Brad and everyone, I'm requesting healing for my cat Lola. Thanks, Karen. Long-time watcher, first-time commenter. Oh, good. Glad to see you're here. Thank you for commenting for the first time. So yes, I'll be happy to work for your cat Lola. Okay, so I'm going to connect to her ethereal body. Okay, or her higher self. Okay, yes, guys, animals have higher selves. Plants have higher selves. Okay, all life have higher self equivalents. Okay, everything. Rocks have higher selves. Okay, drips of water have higher selves. Everything, again, is the higher self because it's all frequency. It's all consciousness. All right? So, for your cat Lola, I will connect with her now. Okay. Okay, we're going to take deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Apply. Okay, so Karen, take good care of your precious loved one there. Okay, she has shared lifetimes with you, right? She's always been that beautiful companion, always coming together in animal form to be that loving nurturer and supporter, helping you and helping you to endure difficult times, lifetime after lifetime. Please take good care of her. Put that love together within her. Show her how deeply your love goes for her, and you'll be amazed at what that love does for her. Okay? Thank you very much. Okay, this is for the lurker woman. Hi, Brad. I request a healing for my physical and emotional bodies, please. Thank you. Jessica. All right. Well, we basically just say, why don't we do all bodies? Okay. So we'll do that. So Jessica, this is the first time I'm actually working with someone directly here, because everything for us was for somebody else. Okay? So Jessica, join me right now, placing your hands upon the center of your chest. Okay, and I want you to feel your heart opening up. As you inhale, okay, I'm putting my etheric cord together and tethering together with your heart cord. All right? Okay, let's take some deep breaths in. Exhale the debris. Inhale. Exhale the debris. Inhale. Exhale the debris. One more time. Inhale. Exhale the debris. Relax and breathe normally. Okay, Jessica, I want you now just to imagine yourself in your bed. You're opening your eyes, you're waking up, you're throwing the covers off yourself, you're getting out of bed, you're going into the bathroom. You're going into the bathroom mirror, and you're looking at yourself, you're looking deeply into your eyes, you're looking into your soul, and everything is perfect. Physical body, perfect. Mental body, perfect. Emotional body, perfect. Etheric body, perfect. Everything is in complete and total harmony. You feel it in the physical body. Everything is flawless. You feel all of this energy like you're a teenager again. There is absolutely no problems within the physical body whatsoever. You are free. You're the youthfulness again. How would this make you react, Jessica? Pause. Pause it right there. Before you can even get a word out, the feeling is there. So Jessica, I want you to turn that into a diamond coming out of the brow chakra, putting it into the white ball contained in between your palms. Okay, now I just want you to slowly expand it as we're taking that pure loving energy, that perfection energy, and we're making it even more perfect, even more expansive, even more divine, even more loving, even more happy, even more brighter, even more stronger, even more beautiful. Making about 10 times its size. Compressing that ball to the size of a tennis ball. Putting it inside the chest. Feeling that love energy melting away. Feeling that love energy going exactly where it needs to go, in the physical body, in the mental body, in the emotional body, in the etheric body. And just feel it going to those places now. Apply. Okay, Jessica. So, feeling all that love energy going to work within yourself. And I want you to feel the hand of spirit touching your heart right now. Okay? That is your mother, that is your father, placing their hand upon your heart. Love you, daughter. And so it is. All right. Thank you very much, Jessica. Guys, we're going to take 2 more healing requests, and we're going to go into Q&A. Okay, so guys, get your Q&A questions ready. Okay, most likely to probably be down by the lower part of the chat. So, 2 more healing requests, and then we're going to go down to Q&A. Okay? Lady T says, "Hey, Brad, healing request for Mother Gaia." Yep. Usually I do that every week, but I wanted to do this week. Okay? Just some more time for distance healing today and for Q&A. Next week I'll come back with another Mass Earth meditation. But what I'd like you guys to do is just go to last week's New Earth TV live broadcast. Okay? I did the Mass Earth meditation. Just please repeat that again. Okay? So go ahead and do that whenever you feel willing. And that again is you giving your love to Mother Earth. We're going to do another one next week. Okay? Thank you, Lady T. Okay, here's one from Sean. Sean says, "Hi, Brad. Thanks for all you do. Healing request for myself, if possible." Of course. That's why we're here. And just ordered the new Body Deck Special Edition, Printed Edition. Great stuff. Guys, I'm almost sold out of the Body Deck and the Mind Deck. I'm almost sold out of the cards. That's how insane the orders have been. I'm pretty sure it's Christmas rush, but I'm almost out of the cards. So if you guys want to order the cards, you better order them quickly. Okay? Because I'm not going to be able to get a new supply for about 2.5 to 3 months. That's how long it takes to get the new ones printed, to send them to me, right, from China all the way to Canada. It takes about 2.5 to 3 months. Okay? So please get your orders in now while they're still there. Just a reminder. All right? So Sean, yes, we will go ahead and do that now. A healing request for yourself. So Sean, get yourself nice and relaxed and comfortable, placing your hands upon the center of your chest. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale the debris. Inhale. Exhale 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 debris. Okay. Relaxing and breathing normally now. Opening up your heart nice and wide, feeling my etheric cord connecting together with yours. Holding the white ball now in your hands. And I want you to just imagine you're again laying down in bed. You're waking up. You're throwing the covers off. You're going into your bathroom. You're looking in the mirror. You look into the eyes. And you see yourself completely restored. Like you're your youthful self again. Absent of any problems and conflicts. And you're just feeling that now from the top of your head down the bottom of your feet. You're feeling completely refreshed. How would you react? Stop. Pause. Save that reaction. Put it into the brow chakra. Make it into a diamond. Put that diamond into the white ball. Slowly expanding the white ball. Making it bigger and bigger and brighter and stronger and more brilliant. 10 times its size. Contracting that ball now, compressing it into the size of a tennis ball. Putting all that love energy now directly into your chest. Watching the love energy melt directly into your chest. Feeling all of that love energy flowing into all areas of the body that require it. Placing it inside. Apply. Okay, so Sean, thank you very much. Keep replenishing yourself with all of that love energy. Okay, Spirit is touching your heart right now, letting you know Spirit is here with its perfection. Be blessed, my son. Okay, we're going to do one more healing request, and we're going to go into Q&A. Okay, so here's one last one here from Amanda Knight. Hi, Brad. Can you please do some healing on my throat chakra to open up and heal what seems to be a trauma or blockage in a physical manifestation of a lump? Amanda, very happy to hear this. You're working on yourself. That's great. Okay, I'm glad you're able to detect something in the throat chakra. I'm glad you're able to know that something is there. That is the calling of a master. Okay? When you guys tell me stuff like this, say, Brad, I feel something in my throat chakra, I'm trying to open up, it may be a trauma blockage. Oh, I'm in heaven. It's like I'm watching my children grow up. It's a wonderful feeling. So Amanda, very good. Keep doing your inner work. It's very good that you notice a blockage there. All right? So again, if you guys want to make me happy, this is what you do. You let me know you detect these areas. I don't get me wrong, I'm happy to talk to all of you, of course. But I should say, if you want to make me even happier, you say stuff like this to me. Okay? Very good. So Amanda, yes, let's work together with your throat chakra now. Okay? So placing your hands upon the center of your chest, taking a deep breath in. Exhale the debris. Inhale. Exhale the debris. Inhale. Exhale debris. Inhale. Exhale debris. Inhale. Exhale the debris. Relaxing, breathing normally. Opening up the heart. Feeling my etheric cord connecting together with yours. Okay, holding the white ball now. And imagining yourself in your bed. Waking up, throwing off the covers. Going into your bathroom, looking into the mirror, looking into your eyes, and not only seeing that throat chakra cleared, but your entire body. Everything about you is flawless and perfect. You are shining, you are brilliant, you are beyond angelic. You are pure spirit. As pure spirit, you are perfection. You are the child of God. And you feel that now. You see that. I am the sovereign. I am seated in my own throne. I am overlooking creation. The Father, the Mother, and I are one. How would that make you feel? Pause. Let that energy go into your brow. Taking out that diamond, putting it into the white ball. Slowly now starting to expand, feeling that incredible, beautiful feeling. Making it brighter and brighter, larger and larger, stronger and stronger, mightier and mightier, wider and wider, and far more in illumination. Making that ball 10 times its size, slowly compressing now to the size of a tennis ball. Putting that ball now into the chest, Feeling that love energy melting into the chest, melting into the body, going directly to the throat, and just letting that love energy go exactly where it needs to, not trying to control it. It has its own intelligence. Let it go where it is needed. Apply. And Amanda, now feeling the hand of spirit placed upon your heart. That your mother, your father is here with you now. Be blessed, my child. Be blessed, dear daughter. And so it is. Thank you, everybody, for all of your healing requests today. Again, I'll be back next week for some more healing requests, okay? Bhumika, again, like I said, we're out of time right now for the healing requests. So Bhumika, since you did a request here, Bhumika, what I'd like you to do is just go ahead and send me an email, okay? So I want you to go to newearthteachings.com, go to the contact page, just say, hi, Brad, it's Bhumika. I did a donation here for you, and just give me that request again. I would like to know your parents' names, okay? I want to know what both their names are, okay? So if you can put that in the email for me, and in my own offline time, I'll help you out with your parents, okay? Thank you very much. So again, guys, that's all for healing today. We're going to go ahead and move on into Q&A now, all right? So again, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to share. Okay. So let me just go down the list here. Okay. Yeah, Anders says, I have noticed sneaky subconscious tensions in my throat and all over the body, actually. Could be trauma, I guess. No, it's not I guess, it's I know. That's the idea, right? So, yes, these are traumas, okay? And traumas can just basically appear very subtly in the body, right? Sometimes it can appear as a sore or as an ache. Sometimes it can appear as a stiffness as well, too. Sometimes it just blasts with an emotional outrage, okay? Nonetheless, whenever we're in disharmony, anytime we feel disharmony in the physical body, we feel disharmony in the emotions, we feel disharmony in our mentalities, those are blockages, those are traumas, okay? That's debris. We want to go in, we want to clear that out, okay? So BCR technique, and this coming Sunday, cord removal healing. Absolutely. All right? So, Peace says, Brad, why do I feel tired and want to sleep every time I watch you, even though I slept a lot since yesterday? Okay. So brace yourselves, guys. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a secret, okay? This is what's known as phantom healing, okay? So basically what's happening is my physical self, my conscious self is not aware of this. But when you're watching me, there are invisible tendrils that are basically connecting to a lot of you. And you're now starting to get a lot of this work being done on you, okay? So the phantom tendrils, these little cords, you could say, are connecting directly to you. When you are putting out a call for help, so for example, towards me, if I cannot physically get around to you, for some of you, my phantom body responds, okay? That's the etheric body. So it's basically, again, these invisible tendrils that start attaching themselves to you, and they're helping to bring lots of loving energy into yourself, okay? That's basically what happens, because I've been told this numerous times in the past. Phantom energy is working, etheric body is working, My conscious self is not aware of it. And I'm basically just seeing these invisible strings attaching to many of you because you have a very strong call for help, right? You have a very strong call, even if that call is not consciously being made by you, your higher self is making it, okay? So then the phantom body within me attaches to you, and now this healing work silently is being done behind the scenes, okay? So if you're feeling tired and you want to sleep every time you watch me, well, that shows that there's quite a bit of toxicity within you, okay? Your body is saying healing work is being done upon you, peace, so you need to spend more time in rest. And the second thing you need to do is you need to start doing a lot more inner healing with yourself because your body is going through some very heavy toxic blockages. If you're constantly tired listening to me, then that shows me that there's quite a bit of toxicity within yourself that is left unresolved, that again, through my own phantom being, is attempting to help clear that out for you. But there's still a lot of things that are magnetically attached to the core of your being. We cannot take out that core of these debris if you are valuing it in any way. You may say, well, Brad, why would I value negative energy? Because you still see it as part of yourself. You still embrace lack, right? I'll give you guys an example here, okay? I've had quite a few people in the past who have told me, Brad, what can I do to make a lot of money? What can I do to really become financially abundant? And I want to be financially free. And I want to just have all of this financial support with me. Maybe Nasera Gasera will come in and I'll just be financially free. And I won't have to worry about anything. What can I do to do that? Well, the way that you are right now is never going to make that happen. Because you are constantly admitting to yourself that you are in financial lack. Constantly. Right? I don't have money. I don't deserve money, but I want money. You're chasing the mirage in the desert, okay? You're running up to this mirage you see in a desert, you tackle it, you think it's a new car, and all of it is a boulder, okay? That's not the idea. We basically feed the lack. I'm in lack, but I want this. I'm in lack, but I need to have this, okay? These are empty addictions because you are in lack, and you do not know that you are in lack. But basically, that's what you're constantly telling creation. You're telling creation, hey, I want money, but I'm in lack, so I don't deserve it. Well, the universe says, okay, well, here you go. Here's more lack for you. Because you're not telling us that you are evolving past lack. You keep seeing yourself as being so small. You don't think you deserve this money, but you feel you want it. That doesn't make sense. Okay? So you're constantly feeding the lack of financial peril because you don't think you deserve that. You don't see yourself past the lack. So what does it look like when I'm past financial lack? I'm completely at peace with money. I'm completely at peace with it coming and going. I'm completely at peace when I receive it, and I'm completely at peace when I spend it. I'm completely at peace when I save it. I'm completely at peace when I give it off as a gift. I'm completely at peace with it when I need to exchange it for things that I require, my basic needs. Everything that I see regarding money is peace, is peace, is peace, is peace, is peace. Peace, that's your name. But why are we putting lack when there should be peace? Where's the contentment? So this is the thing we have to look at. It's not just financial abundance. It's with many different things as well, too. Right? What can I do to feel like I'm in a harmonious relationship? Well, you're not in harmony yourself. How do you expect to be in a harmonious relationship when you're in disharmony? You're in lack. You're not at peace with who you're with. And you're not at peace with being able to be with someone who you'd like to be with. You're completely fractured because you continue to feed lack and you are unaware of it. So, we need to clean up all that lack. We need to substitute lack with peace. We need to substitute the idea of apathy and harshness and conflict with love, understanding, and true strength. So this is what the BCR technique teaches you guys, the 30-day challenge. It's on my YouTube channel. It's under playlists. Click on it and begin the journey. Okay? This is also what you will learn from the cord removal healing as well, too. A lot of us bring in lack, and we don't think that we are. Oh, Brad, I'm not in lack. I'm not in lack. Well, do you have all the money that you want? No, 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 because I don't think I deserve it. Well, then there you go. You're in lack. Okay? I want all this money, but you're not in that alignment. You're not at peace with money. You're not at peace with your energy. You're not at peace with exchange. So how can you bring that out? I know this, guys, from experience, because I used to be the same way. I used to be completely adversarial towards money, right? I used to just kick my wallet away and throw it away and say, to hell with money. But all I was doing was basically just confirming my own insecurity. It's not about the money. The money is just a prop. It's a dead thing. I'm the one that gives it life, right? You're the one that gives it life. You're the one that gives it meaning. Okay? So many people say money is the root of all evil. No, it isn't. Ego is the root of all evil. Because it is through the ego and through your lack that you basically dispel all these things, that you curse at them and you hex at them and saying, no, 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 I don't want this, I don't want that, and blah, 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 or I should be getting this or I should be getting that. But it's all egoic. It's all attached to lack. So we have to learn how to make peace with everything. Same thing when you're angry and you're fuming at other people. Yeah, but Brad, they're aggressors or bullies, because you're making them out to be. Because that is what your meanings are giving you. You're putting that meaning for that person to be an aggressor. You're giving that meaning for that person to be a bully. You're being that person that is being the victim. So when you're a victim has to have an aggressor. There's a bully and there's a victim. There's a victim and there's a bully. So as long as you play victimization, you will attract aggressors for the rest of your life. And then lifetimes after that. And then lifetimes after that. And then lifetimes after that, until you realize, I have to make peace. I have to be content. I have to go into my heart and I have to make amends. And now I no longer see bullies. Now I no longer see aggressors. Now I'm no longer getting angry or upset or sad or fearful towards these times, towards these people, towards objects, towards events. Because I'm the chaos. I'm the very chaos that's making all of this stuff possible. I'm the very chaos that's causing so much disharmony in my world because I keep looking out here. And I don't go in here. And this is the harmony. This is your center point. This is your epicenter. That's the heart. You're seated inside the heart like it's a pod. The door closes and now you have this screen all around you, 360 degrees. And it shows you all the strings. It shows you all the chords of what you're constantly putting out throughout the entire universe. Throughout everything that makes up your life. You're able to see that because you're calm and you're centered in the heart. And now you are the heart, which means you're at peace, which means you're calm, which means you're centered, which means you're content, which means you're strong. That is the only way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that you are ever going to be at peace. Ever. Do you not believe me? Go ahead then. Go out into your physical world, into your outside world, and you try and make peace just by living outside. You can't do it. Because you will find conflict, because you're deciding to shut out the entire inside of your being, and you're just living like a robot. And you're living on the outside. And you're trying to use logic to resolve your problems. Good luck. Okay? You are going to go insane. You are going to go through chaos, particularly especially with what's happening right now during this great transitional cleanup time. You're going to go insane if you think that the outside world is going to bring you peace. It can't. It's not possible. That is impossible. You have to go in here. You have to go inside the heart. You have to sit in that pod. And you have to look at all these chords all around you. Here's conflict. Here's conflict. Here's conflict. Here's conflict. Here's conflict. Here's conflict. Good. I'll use BCR, I'll clean them out. I'll use cord removal healing, I'll clear them out. And I do this every single day, more and more and more. And now it starts to tally up. And oh my God, I'm feeling free. Oh my God, I no longer have that problem with money. Oh my God, I no longer have problems with bullies. Oh my God, I'm no longer concerned about the affairs of the world because it's not my business in the first place. I'm just naturally being put where I need to be so that I can do what I'm here to do. What a realization I have. That's the truth. That is what's going to bring you peace. Right? So you guys can continue to dance around the outer world thinking that this is going to bring you so much happiness when it's not. Happiness will always be skin deep when you're looking in the outside world. Okay? That's not the answer, guys. That's you walking backwards. That's you guys following an inverted pentagram path. Okay? Brad, why do you keep calling it an inverted pentagram path? Because it is. If I'm showing you guys an inverted pentagram, what's coming first? The material world, right? The fire, the earth, the water, the air. Spirit's down here. It's last. It's last on the list. The material world is my God. And what's going to happen if I make the material world my God? I will be in untold amounts of suffering, lifetime after lifetime, going through so much chaos and misery until I finally break. And that break is not going to be a pleasant one, because I have been tallying up all of these energies of thinking that living in the material world is going to bring me sanctity. And all it has done is brought me pain and suffering. Now you understand. Now we need to flip the pentagram right side up, where spirit comes first. The heart comes first. And now we clean ourselves up from inside. And now we see all these cords and we're clearing them out. We're cutting out the cords the proper way. We're bringing love energy in and rejuvenating ourselves the proper way. That's what's going to make a difference, everybody. This is what we have to remember, okay? Please take these words to heart. It is not I, but spirit that is speaking to you. Okay? Please remember that. Okay, here's one here from Octavio. Brad, beliefs are the cause of emotions, because the health condition. While you assist in healing, do you get to know the root belief that causes that condition in a person? Okay, beliefs are not the cause of emotions. Okay, it's the other way around. Remember, if you guys remember my 5 acts of manifestation video, what's the very first thing of the act? It's feeling. Okay, feeling is the very first thing that comes together. Second is thought, because thought is trying to translate that pure feeling, because feeling has no words to it. Feeling is like spirit. It doesn't have words, right? I could say, oh, I'm happy. Well, describe that happiness further. I can't. I'm just happy. You can't describe happiness any further. No, I'm just happy, right? But if I have a thought, well, then that thought has information to it. That thought is a left brain product, okay? That thought is the past. You can never have a present thought. There's no such thing. That thought is reminiscing of something that has happened, something that has occurred. Okay? So your feelings are always the first thing that comes to you, to the first act of manifestation. The second relates to thought. Okay? The third comes down to choice/decision. But choice, again, is just a part of thought. So we look at it as decision. Okay? So then we make a decision. Then we move forward and we're taking action upon that decision. And the fifth, we see the results. And then it recycles again. Okay? So this would be incorrect. Beliefs are not the cause of emotions. Emotions are the causes of beliefs. Okay? Because like I said, when you're looking at belief, what is a belief, guys? Can you guys tell me what a belief is? What is it? Do you know what it is? It's a thought. Okay? It's a thought. And a thought is triggered through a feeling or an emotional state. Emotions are, again, build-ups or feelings. They are feelings unembraced. They are feelings that have not been worked on. They've just simply been accumulated into the body, and we haven't embraced them. We haven't even acknowledged them. So it builds up over time. It's kind of like that nagging pain that you have in your back. but you're constantly ignoring it. The feeling is telling you, hey, there's something wrong with the back here. You better pay attention. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to surf the internet. I don't care. And now that energy continues to build up because the feeling's the first thing to tell you, hey, there's something here with your back. And now it continues to build up, and over time, now it becomes agonizing pain. Well, there's an example of emotion. My back is killing me. Oh my God, my back is killing me. How did this happen? Okay, but we go back into day one. We feel that little tinge in our back. We have that little feeling, and we ignore it. And then we have it again, and we ignore it. That's the body trying to talk to you, saying, hey, wake up. I'm trying to tell you something's wrong with your body. Yeah, okay, whatever. Drinking my coffee. Oh, here we go. I'm going to watch some YouTube. And it repeats again and again and again. The body what is he doing? The hell is the matter with him? I'm trying to tell him that something's wrong with the body. If he just does this little exercise, it'll be better. Becomes a glutton. Completely ignores his body. And now he's in disarray. Right? He's like the Cookie Monster trying to wolf down all these cookies, making a mess everywhere, turning into a human pig. Okay. But that's an example. Right? So emotions are the buildup of a feeling that has not been embraced. And it continues to build up. It's like a stack of pancakes, right? We keep stacking it up because we're not embracing it. So, Octavio, that's where I have to correct you, okay? Beliefs are a thought, but it's a very, very deeply hard-coded thought that you've put into yourself that your own mind has accepted as truth, even though it is not, okay? That's a belief system. So if we break down the word belief, what do we have? Be a lie. Okay? Be a lie. It's being a lie. We think it's the truth, but it's not, because look what that's doing to us. A truth does not hurt us. A truth liberates us. But beliefs hurt us. And we're believing in a lie. Okay? And that comes through thought. So belief is a deep nested thought. Deeply within your subconscious, that basically creates its own perimeter. It creates its own castle, creates its own foundation in there. And your life is now circling around that disease that we call a belief. Right? So now kingdoms are being built there. And there's a king that's inside that belief, or a queen inside that belief. Right? And they're running their country. They're running their kingdom because it's based upon a belief, and everything in that belief is in disharmony. Just like we've had kingdoms here and kings and queens in the past, and that's always led to disharmony. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Okay? That's all a belief is. It's a hard, dense thought that is nested deeply into your subconscious. Okay? It is buried in there. And so we work to dig to get it out and to clear it out altogether. Okay? So, while you assist in healing, do you get to know the root belief that causes that condition in a person? All the time. All the time. I very much know the patterns that how people think. Just like the example, sorry I forget the name, but with the daughter that has all of these addictions. Okay? I know exactly what's going on. Okay? But again, we work together with the invisible. We work together with the silent. We don't have to go into the story. Okay? I used to go into the story of such things, but I don't anymore because it's not necessary. Right? Spirit even says you don't need to do that. You don't need to worry about the story. Just look into what the obstruction is and clear it out. That's it. Okay? So here's an obstruction that I have addictions because I'm not willing to love myself inside. I'm not ready to heal myself inside. So it's rejection, it's abandonment, it's abuse. And that's where it comes down to, guys. There's only 3 traumas: abandonment, rejection, abuse. Okay, so when we're looking at a person that has a lot of these addictions, right, quite a few of them, then it feels like all 3 are in alignment here. Abandonment, addiction, abuse. And again, it's surrounded by the kingdoms of belief. And then we take those walls down, but the person has to cooperate with me. If they don't cooperate, there's not much I can do for them. Okay? They have to want to change. Okay, guys, and that's very important. When you guys are doing healing on other people and saying, Brad, I'm doing all this healing work on a person and they're not changing. Are they willing to change? No, not at all. Well, that's the problem. They have to want to change. Their eggs got to crack. You got to have that crack in the shell. You got to have that crack in the armor. Is it possible that we can completely eliminate those things altogether without them knowing? Only if you're looking at yourself as a highly evolved master that has developed many siddhis. Okay, that basically has such incredible psychic prowess with them, but not even just psychic prowess, but is so completely in touch with the union of God. Yes. Okay, but that is a very, very rare thing. Okay, and that's only for a certain amount of people. Okay, overall, it's very, very important that you have to look into what you are holding on to, because the lesson itself needs to be preserved, and that's for the great majority of people here on the planet. On occasion, there have been disciples that would go to masters because they want to learn. But because they had a lot of debris within themselves, they would simply stay within the presence of the master. And they would see the master working together in the invisible realms, dissolving away all of their conflicts, because that master has already chosen that disciple to be one with him or her. Okay? So that's how it's done. Yes, masters have the ability to completely dissolve all of your karma away. But they're not just going to do it because you have an egoic request to do it. Okay? They do it because, again, they see something in you. They see something in you. They see what you can become. They see how you can serve the world. And so they will use the idea of their siddhis. They will work together with their union of God to basically put you into a type of samadhi so that all of those roots get dissolved. Only because they see something in you and that it's part of your path to have it done in this way. Okay? There may come a time where I may be able to do that as well too. But a lot of people would run to me and say, Brad, I want you to dissolve all my egos right now. You have siddhis, go ahead. I'm like, no. Because again, this is something very, very rare. Okay? There have been reports, documentation, I would say, of stories rather, of, again, masters being able to dissolve a lot of the karmic blocks out of people. And they only did that because they see something in that person. They see something in that person is going to do something great. You cannot really request for something like that. Okay? That really doesn't follow under a request. Brad, can you just go ahead and use your siddhi abilities and just start completely dissolving all these blue? Nope. You never request for something like that. Okay? That's something that's given freely. You have to work with yourself. Okay? That's only given in the most rarest of conditions, in the most rarest of circumstances, because it's so important that you have to look into the root of what you're going through so that you're willing to heal it. Only certain people that have, in that sense, specific missions on this planet will often be attracted to a master, right? A guru of God, to basically have all of the siddhis utilized to remove all the debris within that person. Okay, but other than that, that's quite rare. So I haven't developed those siddhis yet, just so you guys know. I'm still working on it. So again, Octavio, hope that answers your question. Okay, thank you. I know, guys, I'm giving you a lot of extra food here with your questions, but again, they're good questions, right? Peace has a good question. Octavio, you have a good question. Okay, it's great. Okay, here's a question here from Venus. Venus says, hi, Brad. I recently found your channel through the beautiful Janine. Yep, she's wonderful. I'm excited to have found you and looking forward to doing your classes as I need to work on myself. I am an empath. Where do I start? Well, I don't really have classes, guys. I have challenges, right? So we have the 30-day challenge, for example. Okay, so Venus, that would be the best place for you to start, is with the BCR technique, okay? When a lot of you guys are newly coming here onto this channel, right? First of all, it's great that you're coming here, right? Maybe some of you don't know what to expect. You see this guy talking here with a nice little background. He's talking a lot of the spiritual information, but he's also talking about current events and so forth. Right? The main root of why I'm doing everything that I'm doing here is to help you guys to set yourselves free, okay? The only reason I do a lot of the current event talk is because, number one, you guys want me to do it. Number two, I'm showing you guys that there is always a resolution through the problems that you bring to me. so that you can learn to let those problems go and no longer need to expend any of your energy towards those current events that you are now no longer concerned about. So I'm basically putting up current events and how they're going to be resolved as a means of you to stop worrying about them and redirecting your energy into something that's much more beneficial for you, such as working within yourself. That's why I do it. Those are the two reasons. Number one, you want me to. Number two, I'm showing you resolution so you do not have to put all that energy into it, so you can put that energy elsewhere into beneficial forms that will assist and aid you. Okay? That's why I do it. So Venus, where we want to start, you want to start with the heart. Always. Heart is number one because that's God. That's spirit. Okay? So we do the BCR technique to start off. And that's what I'd recommend to all of you who are just starting my channel for the very first time. Brad, I'm taking a look at you for the first time. You got so many videos here. Where do I begin? What do I start with? BCR technique 30-day challenge. Okay? That's your first step. And then, if you want to work on with the cord removal healing, either at the same time or afterwards, that's up to you. There's no prerequisite regarding the cord removal healing. Okay? So you can start the BCR technique and the cord removal healing at the same time if you're new. If you've already done the BCR technique, you can start with the cord removal healing when I do it on Sunday. Okay? So there's no prerequisite for both. Both of them go hand in hand. Okay? So that's helping you to develop yourself. And then you'll want to look into New Earth practices. You'll want to watch the New Earth practices episodes that I'm doing here. Okay? Those are the important videos. BCR technique, the upcoming cord removal healing, and the New Earth practices. Okay? Those are the important ones I'd like you to work with. If you're looking to work within yourself, if you want to move yourself into that state of peace that I talk about, that's where you begin. Okay? And you can go on the Telegram groups. Okay? You can go on to, there's a BCR technique Telegram group. You'll find that in the 30-day challenge. Okay? Click on that, and you can join that group as well too. And there's a great community there of people who have been doing the BCR technique and have had great success, and they're constantly giving success stories. It's going to be wonderful. Also, at the debut of the new year, I'll be opening up the bcrtechnique.com website. Okay? So there'll be resources there as well too. All right? Thank you very much, Venus. Okay, Sylvie here asks a question. Actually, the Lurker Woman says, "Thank you, Brad, for the healing. My stomach feels much better, and my heart feels so much lighter." That's fantastic. Thank you for giving me feedback. I appreciate that. All right, so keep working at it. Keep working with that love energy. Work with the BCR technique. Keep working with that energy all together. Okay, great job. Okay, Sylvie, let me take a drink of water before my throat falls apart. Okay. Sylvie Bryan says, "Is there a way to visualize better?" There certainly is. Okay. I can give you a couple of examples, but one I did yesterday through New Earth Practices. Okay. So I'd like you to watch yesterday's New Earth Practices video, Sylvie. Okay. So just go to my channel. You'll see yesterday that I put up the New Earth Practices video where I'm talking about accumulating prana. All right. So that's what you're doing. So in the class, I won't give you guys too much information on it because it's in the video. Basically, we're doing a certain healing technique to circulate blood within the brow chakra to actually elevate your connection to the third eye. Okay? So what you're doing, the reason why many of us cannot visualize well is because we have a great lack of circulation within the third eye. Okay? Yes, the third eye does awaken. Yes, the third eye does activate. Okay? But everybody has a third eye, of course. So what you can do is you can dedicate blood flow to the third eye because that's helping with its opening process. That's helping with its awakening process. Its activation is up to spirit, just like Kundalini. Okay? But the same thing goes in regards to the third eye, that we can stimulate it with blood circulation. This is why so many people are naturally gifted with clairvoyance, because they have very strong blood circulation supply within this area, around the forehead. Okay? They have very strong circulation there. They, again, have very strong brain activity in that area as well, too. Okay? The brain is basically highly activated and gets a great deal of circulation so that the third eye can function properly. Okay? It's all a matter of activation. It's all a matter of circulation. It's all a matter of working with that, right? Continuing to develop it more over time. But there's other methods as well, too, you can do. But that's one of the best ones I've discovered, okay? Because I do that. I don't have the best clairvoyance myself, right? I do have it, of course. But when I start doing this, when I start doing the solar plexus healing, okay, and I start putting all of that pure pranic energy, that healing power, directly into the brow, within a matter of minutes, my third eye is open and awake, okay? And the energy that I get with the prana, a lot of us talk about wanting to be superheroes and wanting to have superpowers, okay? Really, I'd say everything is just a natural power, but if you want to look into that, you work with prana, okay? You work with prana, you work with chi, you work with life force energy, you do things like yoga, you do things like qigong, you do things like martial arts, okay? That's building the superhuman, okay? So you want to work with life force energy. You want to work with prana. You want to become so familiar with your own life force that you can heal your entire body within a matter of days. Because as we start to work with this more and more over time, our prana gets so incredibly powerful that we can now just direct it with the power of our thoughts, right? If we have a bad liver, for example, we're directing pranic energy just with a thought, and it's cleaning out the liver completely, and the liver is now completely in great health, just as if we were young again, okay? This is what we do. If you guys want to develop superpowers, this is the closest thing you'll get to it. You got to work with prana. You got to work with life force energy. But you want to be harmonious and humble with it. You don't want to be an egomaniac with it, because some people have been egomaniacs and have developed prana. See, here's the thing. Prana does not discriminate your alignment. You can basically be an evil dude and still develop a lot of prana. And you can use it for very malicious purposes. But again, that's a path that is going to be dooming. That's going to doom you. Please don't do that. Okay? And that's certainly not what I teach. And then, of course, there's prana that you can develop with an open heart and humility. And that's where you're the most powerful. Okay? The most powerful person is the humble one, not the egomaniac. They're the weakest. Okay? So let's please remember that. So if you want to develop yourself, if you want to develop these cities, if you want to develop these supernatural powers, as you call it, right? Really, to the yogi, there's no such thing. Really, to the sage, there's no such thing. Really, to the master, there's no such thing. It's just all you, right? But that is how you develop it. It's working with life force energy. It's working with your heart. It's working with the inner self. That's how you develop such abilities, okay? So thank you for your question. Okay, a question here from Scotty from Marketing. Question, with cords, can you heal the cord rather than cut the cord? P.S. I realize this is tomorrow's broadcast. I may forget. No, it's Sunday's broadcast, Scotty. Okay. Well, you don't really need to heal the cord, right? That cord is basically representing the conflict itself. So we're cutting it away. So what we do is we cut away the old cord that represents the debris. It's important that we do that because that is symbolic of what we're actually removing from ourselves. And we're letting spirit take care of that. And now we're putting a brand new cord directly in its place. Okay, and that is the fresh new cord. So let me put it in this form of analogy. Even Jesus said this. Nobody sews a new patch onto an old garment. For if they do, the old garment would stretch and tear, and the patch would be torn with it. Nor do people put new wine into old wineskins. For if they do, the wineskins will tear itself. No, they put new wine into new wineskins. Do you understand, Scotty? What that means is that wherever there is the old and the decrepit within yourself, cast it aside. Just cut it away and let spirit take care of it. Because why would you try and heal something that is old? Why would you try and heal something that has already had its time? Why would you try to put the new wine in the old wineskin? Why would you try to use an old tea bag to make a new cup of tea, right? When you have all of these new tea bags around you, do you want to keep using the old tea bag to making a new cup of tea for yourself? No. You discard the old tea bag because it served its purpose. It served its function. And you get a new tea bag. And now you have fresh tea to drink. You see? It's the same analogy. You're cutting away an old cord that no longer serves a purpose for you. That cord exists. Okay? We do not need to transmute that cord because that's defeating the purpose of it. You're telling yourself, I'm ready to clear this away. I'm ready to let this go because this no longer represents who I am. So I'm cutting away that cord when it's loose, and I now give it to Spirit. Spirit discards it. Spirit takes care of it. It's like you're taking it to your servant, saying, here you go, here's an old tea bag. Throw that in the bin for me, will you? Sure, no problem. Okay. So do we need to spend hours trying to transmute an old tea bag so that it can become a new one? Why would we do that? We don't need to do that. We have an infinite amount of tea bags, new ones, that are surrounding us. So why would you spend hours trying to transmute an old tea bag for it to be new again? That really doesn't make sense. Okay? So this is why we're cutting away the old. We're letting Spirit take care of it. It's going to digest it back into the ethers. And now we grab a new one. Because we have these new tea bags all around us. The whole idea is we have an infinite amount of new cords all around us. And we just grab one. So we do it because it's simpler. Because it's the path of least resistance. That's why we do it. Okay? Thank you, Scotty. Okay, guys, we're going to take about 2 or 3 more questions, and we're going to wrap up. Okay, Jane asked the question, do you sense a change of energy building towards the equinox on December 21st? I think you mean the solstice. A sense of change of energy building towards the solstice on December 21st. More energy busting the dark energies and corruption falling away for a brighter 2022. Yeah, Jane, I've already talked about this in last week's New Earth Insights when I was talking about 2022. Okay, 2021 represents the turning of the tide. Okay, so an old veil, just like I was talking about, that old tea bag, right, is being peeled off the earth. This is exactly what nature is doing. Nature is peeling off the old. It's not transmuting the old veil, guys. Okay? You don't need to. You don't always need to transmute. You discard and you replace. Okay? So that's what's happening. This old veil is being peeled off, and it's therefore being digested back into the ethers with everything that is corrupt and hideous and evil with it. And as that veil gets peeled off, more of the light of Spirit comes upon the planet. Okay? So the true light, the divine light, starts shining upon the planet a lot more after the solstice, because that's what solstices and equinoxes are all about. They're tally-up gateways, okay? And veils peel off of them because of the blurred lines in between dimensions. We actually move from dimension to dimension when we go up to these tally-up points, right? It's not just the idea of the movement of the earth. It's the idea of the dimensional movement at the same time. So we're moving into these thresholds, crossings. So as these thresholds cross, old veils are being pulled off and new veils are being put into its place. Okay? So there's new alignments happening. That's the whole idea here. And that's what that represents. December 21st, 2021 represents the turning of the tide. Last year, December 21st, 2020 represented the point of no return. Okay? So we went through the point of no return. Now we're going to the turning of the tide. Okay? The turning of the tide will now start to see all corruption upon this planet be completely wiped off the face of the earth. And that is the progression time forward of what's going to lead to that. Okay? So 2020, we've basically just realigned ourselves. We're moving into a point of no return. We can no longer go back into that old world. 2021, we're now taking that veil off, and now it's a turning of the tide, and now we're going to see victory. Now we're going to see strength. Now we're going to see justice. Now we're going to see happiness. Now we're going to see healing. Now we're going to see support. Now we're going to see things moving in the right way. The inverted pentagram is now slowly starting to turn into the right-facing pentagram. Not right away, but it's moving in that transitional state. Okay? That pentagram is now slowly starting to turn. That's the idea. Okay? So I explained that more in the last New Earth Insights video. Okay? About 2022 in the first quarter, the year of action. Okay, Sakura asked the question, why do some of us start having panic attacks suddenly? Well, it's not that it's sudden. Okay, you do not just have sudden panic attacks, Sakura. It's exactly as I was saying earlier. All of these things build up. Remember what I was saying about the back, right? The analogy of the back. The person basically just has this feeling and they ignore it. They're too busy drinking their coffee and wolfing down like a glutton and watching YouTube videos and blah, 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 blah. And they completely ignore everything. There is no such thing, guys, as a sudden panic attack. Okay? A panic attack happens because it's a culmination of emotions that have been unembraced, that have now reached a state of culmination. It's like the pressure cooker blowing off the lid. Okay? It's like a volcano erupting. You are oblivious to all of the feelings that have been neglected, that have been stored up and turned into these powerful emotions, so that it stacks itself up like a set of pancakes. And once it reaches the roof, it can go no further. Well, what happens? Pressure happens, and it blows up. Okay? The lid of the pressure cooker blows off. The volcano erupts. It's not something that just suddenly happens. Okay? It's a buildup that often takes years. But we are oblivious to our feelings, and we are oblivious to these emotions that are forming because we're too busy living in a distracting outer world. This is what I'm talking about. You live in the outer world, you miss everything that's happening inside you. You won't last long because you're going to be impaired. You're going to be injured. You're going to be ill. You're going to have ailments. You're going to completely degrade yourself. You're going to have atrophy, and you're basically just going to plop to the ground with little or no power left. That's what it's like to live in an outside world, guys. But we still do it. Why do we still do it? Because we're junkies. We're junkies to the outside world. We are addicted to everything on the outside. I got to do this work, or I need to go out and dance, and I need to do this. It's okay to dance. It's okay to do all this stuff. But if that's becoming your addiction, that's something we need to work on, right? So if I'm doing a job that I don't like, right? If I'm just messing around in the outside world constantly, feeding off these addictions, then again, that's what's going to lead to destruction. We're following a destructive path. Okay? Like I said, go ahead and dance. Do happy dances, because that's the inside expressing itself outwards. If I'm saying dancing, well, then we're kind of dancing in the dark with absolutely no loving expression whatsoever. We're basically dancing a dance of sadness. Okay? We don't want to do that. We want to dance to happy dances. Okay? So this is, again, very, very important that we have to understand, okay? Things don't just suddenly happen. They have been building up for years. You have just been oblivious to it. And now you have a panic attack because the top has been blown off. The volcano has erupted. So, Brad, what do I do in a panic attack? Just work on your breath, okay? Just work on your breath. If you're panicking, just remind yourself, deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Purge, 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 purge. Let your body purge. It's important that you're having that attack because that's all part of this energy being vented out. So work on controlling your breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Just breathe. Don't do anything else. Just work to try and stabilize your breath. And that may be tricky at first, but just keep working on stabilizing your breath. I've helped people through panic attacks before, okay, where they've been completely distraught, and I'm just there for them. I don't even touch them. I just let them be in their space. They're kind of wandering around quite a bit. They go, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I'm just there. I'm just there holding their space. And I say, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. And they do. They start breathing, and they start getting back into control. They finally sit down. They're closing their eyes, right? And they're just starting to breathe. That's it. Don't tell a person to calm down. That's going to make it worse. Okay? Just say, just breathe. It's okay. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Yeah, okay. I'll just keep breathing. And if they have to pace, they pace. Okay? You let them pace. And you just say, just breathe. It's all good. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Never, ever, ever tell a person to calm down. Okay? You're going to piss them off. That is an empty form of encouragement. That's a hollow encouragement. Oh, just calm down. Relax, will you? No. You're probably going to get punched in the face. You never say that, okay? Just breathe. It's okay. I'm here with you. Just breathe. Pace as much as you need to. All the space is yours. Just breathe. They feel great when you say that, okay? The space is yours. It's okay. Pace if you need to, and just breathe. Just let it all out. Yeah, okay. And every single time when I've helped a person with that, they've had success. They've never vented at me. If I say, oh my God, calm down, shut up, right? That's what they're going to do, okay? You never use the calm down term. It is an empty, hollow term that does not work. Don't do it, okay? Just breathe, hold their space, Let them know they have this whole space. Just let yourself be in this space. Walk around if you need to, but just breathe. Just control your breath. And that's going to stabilize you. Okay? Yeah, okay, I got it. Great. And that's all we do. And now when they calm themselves down, now we can talk it out if we need to. Or now we can do a BCR technique, right? So that's the most important thing. If you witness a person who's having a panic attack, don't ever tell them to calm down. Okay? Let them have their space. You're over here. You're in the outside border here, okay? You're on the sidelines. And you're just saying, it's okay, just breathe, right? This whole space is yours. Just walk around if you need to. Just breathe, okay? And they will eventually calm themselves down. They'll sit down, they'll start breathing, and say, okay, I'm okay now. Great. Now let's work on the next level. Let's do the next step, if they're willing to do it, okay? That's what we do. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, we're going to end with this last question. This is from Alma. How do we know if those little voices are our ego or something else? Okay. Well, this is where you have to understand. Does the ego have your best interests at heart? No, it does not. Okay. So your ego is always working with the idea of demand and command. Okay. It's saying you should be doing this or you should be doing that. You need to take care of this. You need to take care of that. Don't do this. Don't do that. What is it doing? It's barking orders at you. Okay? Now, what does the higher self do? The higher self never barks orders at you. It never demands anything from you. It never commands anything from you. And here's the thing. You often don't hear the higher self voice unless you're in a low, idle, subtle state. Okay? If you're just in your natural beta cycle, your natural beta brainwave state, you're susceptible to the ego. Okay? The higher self can reach you, but it reaches you in different ways. So when you go into the subtle or lower idle state, that's when you're moving much more into the voice of God. It's a voice that you really cannot hear. It's a silent voice. It's a voiceless voice. I've had those on many occasions. I actually had it this morning. Okay? It's just that voice. And again, people who are able to unify with God will start speaking as God. That's what I did this morning as well, too. I can't tell you what that's about. It's a secret. Okay? That's another important thing. Guys, any secret that you receive that is harmonious, never tell anybody about it. Okay? You want to keep your harmonious secrets in yourself. Okay? This is why women are so good at this. Okay? They have a gigantic treasure trove of secrets, and they keep that to themselves. That's what men have to do too. Even I know some women don't like that. Right? So we guys have to remember to do that as well too. We have to treasure our secrets. Okay? I'm not talking about abusive secrets, harmful secrets and stuff. Some things like that need to be. If there's dishonesty, that needs to be shared, of course. But I'm talking about harmonious secrets. I'm talking about secrets that have benefited you so much, that have really elevated your strength exponentially. Never tell anybody about those things. Okay? That's between you and God. So make sure you don't do that. Okay? This is what I'm doing. I have secrets that I will never be telling you guys because that's my strength. Okay? And I expect you guys to do the same thing too. Okay, guys. So we're out of time for today. It's a tempting question here that Peace has given me before I wrap up. I guess I'll do this before I wrap up here. Okay? Peace asks, Brad, can you please share some knowledge on symptoms of spiritual awakening? Symptoms. What symptoms did I have when I was spiritually awakened? Well, I had a lot of deep sleeps, right? I basically slept for longer periods of time when I was going through my own spiritual awakenings. When I was first getting into meditation as well, too, I was very visual back then as well, too. My vision was actually much stronger when I first began than it is actually right now, which is quite interesting. But nonetheless, I went into a lot of visions. I went into like a lot of these different ethereal realms. I started touching like a lot of these kind of hovering crystal balls, and I could feel surges of energy flowing through me. I'd start having dreams that I'm in these non-physical classrooms, right? I had that connection with Adronis as well, too, right? So was it the idea of, Brad, did you have headaches? And no, not really. I didn't really have headaches or body aches or anything of that nature. I just had these very powerful, profound dreams. I had these profound awakenings because my awakening stretched itself more and more over time, right? So it wasn't the idea that I was getting migraines or headaches. I've never had a migraine, actually. So, but I've had headaches. But no, it was never headaches involved with spiritual awakening. I didn't have any form of physical symptom that represented the idea of an awakening process. This is why I don't really buy too much into the idea of ascension symptoms, because that's not really what's happening. There really are no ascension symptoms. It's just symptoms that your body is going through because it's reaching a Patalia point. There's a lot of energy that's moving into your body, and your body is telling, well, all this prana is coming into your body. Make sure you're facilitating your body properly so you can detoxify this, so more of the natural prana can come into you. So all it is that you're bringing more light into your body. And as you're bringing more light into your body, then you may start to get these effects. But they're not ascension symptoms. They're just the idea that you're getting certain forms of requests through the body to clean it up because light is coming into the body. Okay, more prana is coming through. So it's kind of like who a neophyte would come in to learn Qigong or learn martial arts. They have to stretch themselves out. They have to start eating well. They have to start taking good care of their body because now they're starting to cultivate a lot of prana. They're starting to cultivate a lot of chi within their body. So now their body becomes more flexible and it becomes stronger. So it's the same thing here. So if you're doing spiritual work, inner work, you have to make sure that you're accommodating your body properly for the amount of energy and light that it is receiving. So that's not really an ascension symptom. That's just a natural awakening of the body. That's a natural process to clean out the toxins. So I just refer to it as natural detoxification, or energy detox would be more of the appropriate term rather than ascension symptoms. So pass that around, guys. When people say I have ascension symptoms, saying no, you don't. You have energetic detox that's happening. Your body is detoxifying itself. So work with it, right? So start eating lighter, eating more healthier, taking good care of yourself, meditating regularly, doing some exercises, cleaning all of that debris out, okay? I had to do that throughout the years at the same time as well, too, okay? But as far as many physical symptoms, no, not really. It's mostly just been a lot more uplifting emotionally for me, right? A lot of tears, a lot of crying happened through me throughout the times as well, too. Purging out a lot of stuff, okay? So guys, don't be afraid to cry, okay? And I mean that mainly for the guys. For women, I'm pretty sure they already know that. For guys, don't be afraid to cry. It's all part of us moving into something even better, right? So remember, purging and tears is a strength, not a weakness, okay? Let's remember that. So a lot of that happened throughout the years for me doing a lot of the inner work, okay? Okay, guys, thank you very much for today. Son of Superman says, that's interesting about keeping secrets to yourself, so you can talk more about this or do a video. Why is it important that these secrets look like? Well, again, to summarize it, okay, it's your power. It's your strength. If you are giving away your secrets about what is bringing you into harmony, you are, again, taking all that power and you're flinging it away, okay? Secrets on a harmonious level are power. It's your strength, okay? So it's very much like what Jesus said as well, too, right? When you're going to pray, make sure you just keep that prayer between you and God, because that way you're going to get your reward, okay? And your reward is the strength. So that prayer is like the secret. You're keeping a secret inside yourself to preserve your strength, because it is what was revealed in that secret between yourself and spirit that brought this greater realization that made you more ripe and open, okay? That's what we want to keep inside of us. If we're exposing that secret, it no longer becomes genuine. We're giving it away like a pompous fool. We don't want to do that, okay? So it's like I said, when I give things away for you guys, it's okay to, right? Because a lot of these things that I'm actually telling you guys just come spontaneously through me, through spirit, right? So there's things I will give away, like BCR technique and so forth. And those are techniques and those are practices. Those are a little bit different. But I'm talking about a secret that personally elevates you, a secret that personally brings about a greater strength within yourself. Keep that to yourself. You have to see it like a fine pearl, and you're not just giving that fine pearl away, okay? That's your power. That's your strength. Remember, as I've always taught you guys, to bring your power back to yourself, to re-empower yourself, to not just blindly give your power away. Now, that's important to do. Now, there are certain things that we can share with others. There are certain techniques, there are certain forms of knowledge that we can share with others. But it's not really going into the core secrets, okay? Here's the thing, guys. I have never, ever shared core secrets with you. And I never will. And I would never expect any of you to share core secrets with me. That's your power. That's your strength. So, son of Superman, talk to a woman, okay? They'll let you know about those secrets. They'll let you know how harmonious those secrets are and how important it is to keep them, okay? So that's what we're doing. There's certain secrets that we can divulge, okay, that we can share. There's a place and time for that. But when it comes to the core of your being, you want to make sure you're preserving those secrets, okay? Those secrets are your power because it's between you and God, okay? And that's the best way I can share it. All right? Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, I'll see you tomorrow once again for my interview with Jared Rand, okay? Celestial Chamber and Off-World Technology, again, happening at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Again, the Zoom is full, so just come to YouTube live stream here. The address is right here. You're on YouTube right now, and you can tune into that right at 9 a.m. And again, questions will be available through Zoom and through YouTube as well, too. All right? Thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Be well. Thank you very much for checking out the New Earth Teachings YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can check out the websites, newearthteachings.com, where you can order a private session, 3 questions by email, EQ method, and a lot more. And you can also check out healingcodecards.com, where you can grab your mind deck, your body deck, and of course the brand new Body Deck Special Edition. All of these are available in digital editions as well. And you can also get a shirt just like this through healingcodeshop.com, where you can experience the healing codes in apparel form. So feel free to check out these websites. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Be well.